Hello dear students, I hope you are doing well. In previous lesson we explained about the structure of DNA and also we studied about nucleotides, or you can call them nitrogen bases. And we said that normally we have two groups of nitrogen bases. One of them which we call pyrimidine, and the second group was purine. And we said in here in thymine can be found only inside DNA and uracil can be found inside RNA. So each nucleotide or nitrogen base, they are bonded, they are connected by hydrogen bond. So adenine by double bond has been bonded with thymine, and cytosine has been bonded with guanine by a triple hydrogen bond. So for today's lesson we are going to explain the structure of RNA and also the functions of it. Because we said that inside human body or inside our genetics, we can divide it into two main nucleic acids, which we have DNA and RNA. Each of them has their own functions. Okay, so let's start with the RNA. And we already mentioned the DNA, and we said DNA is an abbreviation, a short form of deoxyribonucleic acid. Why do we call deoxy? Because there is one oxygen is missing in sugar group. But in here we don't have deoxyribonucleic acid. We have ribonucleic acid, which the abbreviation becomes RNA. R relates to the ribo. Nucleic means N, acid means A. So it's available inside nucleus and or in nucleolus inside eukaryotic cell, and also found inside ribosomes. So in two places, in two locations we can see it. They ask where is the location of RNA, you say in nucleus and also inside on the ribosomes. And also it says it can be representing the genetic material of some viruses. Why it says that? Because inside virus we don't have both types. Rather we have DNA or RNA. It's not like humans or like animals. That's why it says that. So we have some viruses only the genetic material is DNA. We have others it's only RNA. So, and in here this enzyme, or we can say this nucleic acid, this RNA is similar to DNA, but in some ways it is different. So rather the question in nested questions they are going to ask you about this, how they are different, or they say compare DNA and RNA. When it says compare between them, according to these 6 points, we are going to compare between them. First of all, it says RNA contain ribose sugar. Means in sugar group, we have 5 oxygens, pentose oxygen. Where there is no oxygen is missing. We have normally 5 oxygens here. But instead of inside DNA, that's why we call it deoxy, 1 oxygen is missing in sugar group, we have only 4 oxygen here. That's why we call it deoxyribonucleic acid. The first difference is the number of oxygens in the sugar group. The second point says RNA contains nitrogen bases. Which nitrogen base? Uracil. We have uracil instead of thymine, which both of them they make bond with what? We can call the uracil make a double bond with adenine instead of thymine, which we have it in DNA. The third difference is RNA usually consists of one chain. As we have in this example, it's very clear. Normally DNA has 2, or we can call it a double chain, dual chain. But when it comes to RNA, it's only one chain. But it says sometimes it's bending. How it bends? Like this example, you see? Sometimes a part of RNA bends with other parts, so it looks like DNA in this way. Why? Because hydrogen bond will be made between cytosine, guanine, adenine, uracil. You see? It looks like DNA, but still it's not DNA, it's RNA. Number 4 says it is short. RNA is shorter than DNA always. It looks like it says the length of RNA equals to 1 gene of DNA. So if we compare 1 gene, or 1 gene is equal to the length of 1 RNA, just imagine, and 1 DNA contains hundreds, it says, or thousands of genes. And last 2 points, number 5 says RNA carries the instructions of protein synthesis. There's a difference. Look, it says it is carrying the instructions of protein synthesis, but DNA can give the instructions. What's the difference between giving and carrying it? Means DNA cannot carry the instruction, only it gives the orders. But the most important thing is RNA is doing the function and transporting the signals, the messages, and collect the amino acids that we are going to study. It's doing almost the whole job. Last point says RNA can behave like an enzyme, as an enzyme, but DNA cannot do. And when it comes to RNA, also we can add this example or add this difference. DNA, we don't have types of DNA. Normally it's genetic material, so a long chain. But inside RNA, we have some types of RNA. One of them is, we call it mRNA. M relates to the messenger, okay? This M relates to the messenger. What does it do? What a messenger does do? A messenger transports signals, transport informations, isn't it? Transport instructions from one part to another part, which all the informations, all the genetic message has been taken from DNA. DNA is sending the order or gives the order, and messenger RNA transported as we have it here. Here is messenger RNA. It has codes on it and the instructions. Second type of RNA we call ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA is here. It's very simple and very small, located above the, let's say, ribosome. What does it do? Helping our ribosome, and both they are making proteins. So it has a great job for protein synthesis. Last type of RNA we call transfer RNA. What does it do? Transfer. It will transport something, isn't it? In here we have this gentleman, which is transporting amino acids for protein synthesis. Maybe you can ask, or you are going to ask me, what's amino acid? Amino acid is building blocks on the basic units of proteins, isn't it?